Hello everyone, Author 184 here, also known as Saint Killjoy, playing some more Warframe. It's week 2 update time, and do I have an update for you? Now, what motivated me to do these videos in the first place was Jenna Bain said that she quit Warframe because she wouldn't be able to get Mirage Frame without paying for it in a reasonable amount of time. I've been playing the game for 2 weeks. This is officially day 14 for me. And ta-da, I have Mirage cooking. 2 days left until she is mine. So yes, I did completely earn her on my own for free. Did not pay for her or anything like that because she is cooking. If I would have bought her, I would just own her. Now, in addition to Mirage, I also have Hydroid cooking. Mirage and Hydroid are the two toughest Warframes to get in the game right now. And in 2 weeks, I have gotten them both, and I have them both making. Obviously, I got Hydroid first. Now, something I do want to share with you about my experience of trying to obtain Hydroid is that, on hindsight, in all honesty, I would never farm for Hydroid again. And if I was going to spend money in this game, I would just buy a Hydroid outright. Farming for Hydroid parts is a miserable experience. The boss is buggy. He's only got one hitbox, which is his face. And even when you hit his face, you don't always score points because sometimes his helmet is down that protects his face, but it doesn't always show it to be down. So he's got a very short hitbox. If you're using a bow and you're hitting him fast, you can only get 2 bow shots in before he becomes invulnerable again. His movements suck. It's awful. I've helped one friend farm the Hydroid parts since I obtained Hydroid. I've got another friend I've been helping, but we have not been able to get all of his pieces. And I mean, we're talking like 4 days of gameplay. Of my Warframe gameplay has pretty much been dedicated to just farming Hydroid. And out of those 4 days, I've only got, the set that I've got for myself. I helped one friend get one set, and another friend is missing his third piece. After I helped the second friend get a set, I asked him, knowing what he knows now, would he ever farm for Hydros again? And my friend straight up said, if he'd ever help anyone else farm for Hydros now that he's got it. And he straight up said he would rather have a root canal than farm Hydros ever again. And I do feel like that is an accurate statement. I too think I would rather have a root canal than farm Hydros ever again. Now let's look and see what else I've got cooking. I've got the Bursting Prime. This is the Prime piece. It's the best it's ever going to get. It's ready to claim. I just got to make room for it in my weapons. Carrier Prime, the best version of Carrier you're going to get. I've got 2 hours left on it. I'm claiming this. I picked up a bunch of soldiers last night before I went to bed. Dagger's orange skin, got that going. Det Knight's ready to be picked up. And look here. I am a mad trader, and I traded for all the Ember pieces and the Ember blueprint. Ember you cannot get anymore. It's been locked away in the vault, so you have to get it from people that farmed it when it was available. And I did some mad trades in order to get the Ember, but that's, that was awesome that I was able to do that. Got a former ready to correct. Got my incubator upgrade segment already. I mean, a lot of the stuff you see me collecting is in-game stuff. And I've only been playing for 2 weeks, and I've been able to achieve all this. Look, I got Nyx Prime. Nyx Prime is cooking. He's going to be done in a few days. That wasn't a terrible one to farm. I think the hardest part to get from Nyx Prime was his chassis. Got another Auric and Cal is cooking. Paris Prime is cooking. My Saren will be done later today. And my Wukong will be done in 3 hours. So, I mean, as you can see, I've got an incredible amount of Warframes. And I've only been playing for 2 weeks. The biggest part for me is that sometime, instead of doing trading, I've got to break down, and I got to buy more Warframe slots at some point. I got rid of my vault. You don't see the vault in rotation, and the reason why is I've got everything for him except for his systems. So his systems are pretty easy to farm. I just haven't been that lucky. So I'm hoping that my focus today is going to be to get the vault systems and then have the vault prime going. And obviously, if I have the vault prime, I don't need the regular vault. And then the Ember Prime I'm not selling yet. I'm gonna sell it as soon as the Ember Prime's done. I just want to look at what my color coordination that I chose was for Ember, and I'm going to transfer it from the Ember to the Ember Prime. So as soon as I get that transferred, then I'm going to sell Ember, because I won't need that anymore either, because I'll have the Prime version as well. So as you see, I've just been incredibly busy, gotten a lot of stuff done. The Warframe, I don't remember if I told you or not, you're looking at right now is Valkyrie, I mean. I absolutely love her. She is as broken as she can get without being broken, which, yeah, that's pretty broken. You know, if you're looking for a melee character that does not take damage when they're doing an insane amount of melee, this is the Warframe for you. And as you see, I used my my fire color palette. I'll show you real quick. To get those specific colors of Valkyrie, I used my fire, this one right here, my fire color palette. All of her colors that she is on all came from this palette. I'm really liking this color palette. I'm using it a bit more than I thought I would. Of the color palettes, the only thing that I want to get that I don't have, let's come over here real quick. Alright, of the color palettes, of course you can get the Valentine for 1 credit, and the Valentine arrow skin for 5,000. But equipment, color palettes. Of the color palettes that are left, I want to buy Lotus, even though it's 75. And then the thing I'm kind of debating about, which I don't know, the color pack beta. I don't know how, it's only 3, like the color pack alpha, you know, it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beta only had 3. There wasn't like a huge price difference between the two. But I don't really like the colors that are in the beta. I've got a friend that owns the Infested, and that's pretty much the only color combination that he uses. He absolutely loves the Infested, or the Infested's the only one he owns, but he uses it all the time in several variations. But yeah, of the ones that are left, I mean, Daybreak is pretty colorful, and it has some purples. I want to get something that's got some deep purples, which is why I'm looking at Lotus. Twilight has a few purples in there, and it's got some other colors as well. I don't know. I mean, I really love colors. You know, I'm a Games Workshop guy. Smoke colors, it's different variations of black and white, and I've got some black and whites in the things I already own. Smoke has some nice black and whites. You know, I don't really see the need of having smoke colors when, as you can see, I have kind of a black and white of the smoke colors already. But yeah, I'm a color guy. I like color options, that's for sure. And then let's come back over here real quick. Oh, you know what? I need to show you. Hold on, I gotta show you the stats real quick. Yeah, I'm rank 8, almost rank 9, hoping to hit the rank 9 thing to hit my rank up later today. Under stats, as you can see, I've time played 6 days, 15 hours, 45 minutes. That's 160 hours. So 160 hours is what it took in order to get all this in-game stuff that I got going on, which I have a lot of in-game stuff going. I just wanted to show you something in here while I'm trying to think about it. And I'm not sure what I want to show you now. Pardon me. Allergies are bugging me, as always. They never cease to fail to bug me. Something I was wanting to show you. Oh, I found a piece of the Manus ship, which is the Manus Avionics. I just need to find 2 more pieces, the fuselage and the engines, and I'll have a different ship. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm not building it yet because I'm waiting to see if I can get more of the Manus parts. I might even try to trade for them. If they're tradable. I don't know if they are tradable. Of the Nova Prime, I need the chassis and the systems. Of the Summa receiver, I just need the Summa Prime, I just need the Summa receiver part. I found 1 piece of Vobron chassis so far. And again, of the Volt Prime, I'm just missing the systems. I'm waiting to build them until I find the systems, though. But as you see, I just have a bunch of in-game stuff going on. I've been having a great time doing it. And, you know, it's in order to get Mirage, it wasn't as impossible as some other streamers and people are making it out to be. Now, I started doing this video series with the intent of getting to Mirage as fast as possible, and so I completely beelined to Mirage, but as you see, I also spent time getting Hydroid as well. So again, the 2 toughest Warframes in the game to get, I've already got. And 160 hours is basically the magic hour mark, and that's if you are trying to get these 2. This one was a lot harder to get than Mirage was. But I got it first because I thought he would be easier to get, so I went ahead and farmed for him first. Totally skip Hydroid, go for Mirage first. Hydroid was just a terrible, terrible, terrible time of going to get for him. It's the only boss battle I didn't enjoy. And literally, they need to do some redesigns. They need to do something different for him, because if the boss battle is not enjoyable and is actually a very miserable experience, he's got 4 different phases. Or is it 5? It might be 5. Regardless, it's a miserable experience. If you're gonna come over here to the store and be like, I want to spend money on 1 Warframe. What Warframe should I spend money on, Killjoy? I would definitely spend the 300 on the Hydroid and never farm for him. 275 for Mirage isn't bad, but she's really easy to get once you start going after her parts and pieces and stuff. It's just super easy to get. I would rather people spent 300 on Hydroid than 275 on Mirage, because he's a lot more difficult to attain. Equinox, I haven't got him yet. I'm working towards him. 325 though, you know, he's got an interesting little farming thing, so, you know, you might consider buying Equinox. Chroma, I've not been able to find any parts for him yet. Atlas, I've not been able to find any parts for him yet. Vera, I've not seen any parts for her yet. Limbo, I started this quest line, but I got distracted doing Mirage, so I haven't really gone into Limbo yet. I'll be doing that in the next couple days. Hopefully I'll have something to tell you about Limbo. The Neza, I've not found any parts for her yet, but 275 isn't bad. I mean, 275 for her, you know, that would be good. I could recommend that, no problem at all. Haven't seen any parts for Mesa yet, or Necros. Haven't seen any Rhino parts yet, but I farmed up the Rhino Prime, which Rhino Prime's going in the vault, so you're not going to see him much longer. Instead of spending the 375 for the normal Rhino, I would go to the trade chat and I would try to get Rhino Prime for 150 platinum. But yeah, all the rest of these were pretty easy to farm up. You know, just the ones I mentioned are, you know, if you're thinking about buying a Warframe, you know, Hydroid would be first recommended. Neza would be second. And for a third, I would say it's a tie between Chroma and Alice. So you'd have to look at those and figure out what your playstyle is. Alice would be a little bit cheaper though than Chroma, obviously. But yeah, if you're gonna buy Warframes, straight up, Hydroid number 1, Nezza number 2, and then Chroma or Atlas are tied for number 3. Other than that, though, everything else has been pretty easy to get. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna get back to playing the game. I got more farming stuff to do and other things to take care of. But yeah, I just wanted to give you this update real quick, and that the Mirage was a lot easier to get than some people are making it out to be. Alright, I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one.